anyways, there's 2 cats in high school.
This is the coldest fucking thing that's going on the wall. These the realest niggas out
there. You already know.
Like, for real. Like, this.
God, I go off the mentality of the woman. And I know if I know my woman.
What? Dummy!
Let's go! Welcome. This is the Smartest Dumb People, and I'm the host, Anthony That Dude Johnson. And always, it's gonna be somebody at this table with me. Today I got my co-host, Coley Cole, my brother, LB the Great, and Shannon Jackson from Heavi Hitters Barbershop. Look, man, I seen the queen on a post, and I said, we gotta get her up here. I'm pretty savvy. I got her up here. We're about to have this conversation. I love entrepreneurs. Thank you. Welcome to the show, Queen.
Thank you for having me. I'm doing good today. I came straight from the shop. It's been a day. It's been a busy Tuesday, but I've been doing good.
You open on Mondays?
No. Sunday, Monday closed.
Okay.
Yep.
Where's Heavi Hitters located?
65th and Maple. It's 6570 Maple Street.
It's 65th and Maple. Is that
next door to Joe's Cafe?
Yep.
We share parking. We share parking.
Benson Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Benson West.
Literally. It's
Come on.
Right by Benson West Elementary on the corner.
I gotta say, no, I don't know, but I gotta say this, y'all. Shannon's work is amazing. We was just sitting up here talking about the prices of the haircuts, and I must say, I have to at least try her once to show the audience her work. You got your clippers? You ready?
No, I don't.
I'm just saying, eventually I'm going to come rock with her because thank you for coming through the show.
I appreciate it.
And I just wanted to have a conversation because the post said fully black-owned barbershop /
salon and tattoo parlor.
Now, it's just not black people in there. It's also
Hispanic and Native.
Okay.
Yes,
but it's black-owned. That's all that really matters.
It is 100% black-owned, yes.
We need more ownership. I love entrepreneurs. What made you become a barber?
Oh man, I picked up the clippers the same time I pretty much picked up knowing how to walk. So me and the clippers go way back. So my parents used to have my cousins come over and cut my brother's hair, and I used to just sit there and stare in awe and just watch them hours and hours, time after time. And after a while I was like, you know what, let me try. By the time he actually trusted me to hand me the clippers, I think I was about 11, maybe 12. He handed me the clippers. My cousin Pig, shout out to him. He taught me the basics of cutting hair. So he taught me how to make sure it's all even. Use your comb, use your brush. Make sure you're cleaning your products. He really didn't get into like details with razors and all that. I really didn't learn that until barber school. But once I started practicing on my brothers, once my cousin Pig was busy and they needed to cut, I'm like, let me try. So I done messed them up probably 10,000 times. So they get free haircuts for life. My brothers do for sure. Right. Facts. And then I knew that I was doing really well at learning how to make sure the haircut was a good cut when my dad sat in the chair. And I think about that time I was maybe 14 or 15. Just got into high school. And then after my dad sat in, he talking to his nieces, his cousins, nephews, all the cousins started coming to the house, and I started cutting out the basement. I even started cutting at North High. I was cutting in classes and in the bathrooms. And yeah, I had one teacher who would let me cut in his class when I was done with all my work.
And you're a fade students of
it. Was, I can't say it was fading back then. You know what I'm saying? I was lining them up. You know what I mean? I had like little Walmart clippers, little one guard. I was doing like the very basics, but it was.
What's the cost of cuts back then?
Oh, in school when they let me cut, I was free at school.
Wow.
Now when I was at home in the basement, Mom was like, "You got to charge something." Start with $5, $10. Right. So I started off with the 5 to 10 for my family. I would do it for free for so long. Then I moved to 15. I was scared to move to 15. Yeah. I don't think I got from 15 to 20 until like right before barber school.
They
literally
scared to move the gas from 50 cents.
Hey, that part. Or the milk, or the cheese, or the eggs.
Everything else goes.
Yeah.
If it all goes, it goes.
Yeah.
So when did you go to barber school? So
I graduated barber school in 2018, 6 years ago. Yeah, 6 years ago. Graduated from CHD.
Was it easy?
Barber school, honestly, it was easy for me. I mean, right before barber school, I went to UNO and I got my bachelor's in psychology. Yeah. Okay. So that's also, So at UNO, when I went there and got my bachelor's, it was a lot harder than barber school was because, I mean, that was college. I mean, I'm full-time working and full-time student at UNO for 4.5 years. So that's where it really was a challenge. So when I got into barber school, I'm like, oh, this is a piece of cake compared to where I just came from. The course load, the work, all of that. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So barber school, that was like where I fell in love with the craft because I learned different hair textures for one. I learned how to cut Hispanic, Asian, African, Black, everybody, long hair, short hair, women's haircut styles, different methods. I even learned how to color hair there. I learned so many different things about the knowledge of hair. Then I was like, oh yeah, this is where I'm
You know how
supposed
to
to be
cut
at.
white kids' hair?
Oh, absolutely.
I got a stepson.
What?
He's looking for a nice taper
What?
fade. You gotta bring him to
I
you.
love cutting all texture hair. I do not have a preference. Do I have a preference on the type of haircut? Absolutely. The taper is the go-to. But that's with white, Hispanic, Asian, Black. That's with any hair texture.
How much do you charge
I love
for
it all.
kids? He's
Kids,
14.
25. Mm-hmm. Come on with it. Big money. He's a, so when you touch down, you got to bring 75.
You got a card?
I do everything social media.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I'm working on getting that dot thing though, where I can tap my phone
Yeah.
to your phone and it'll pull up on my socials.
I like how you said, when you're talking about entrepreneurs, I think most entrepreneurs know that they're entrepreneurs like at a young age.
Oh yeah.
Or they have some type of story to what got them interested in, being an entrepreneur. And you were saying at a young age, your uncle got you into it. I think that's just crucial for you to be able to explore, at an early age. But with being an entrepreneur, sometimes you have to charge prices. Sometimes you feel like, ooh, I really don't want to do
Yes.
that. And, with COVID really took a toll on how you think and how you charge and how you value yourself.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So with that, how did you, in the community that you are in, how do you shift your prices from where I remember haircuts used to be like $15.
Yeah.
Now I hear people
To
saying they
50,
like
40,
50.
50.
Yeah, so how did you and still make sure that you still know your worth and your craft?
It was hard. I'm not gonna lie, it was very hard. I was stuck in that $30 range for a while. I sat down with my two barbers I got down. Shout out to Javon and Neek. And today's Neek's birthday, so happy birthday to Neek. Honest to God truth, we all three sat down and was like, okay, y'all, it's about to be 2024. What are we doing with our prices? And at first I'm like, all right, let's do the 40, 35, 40, or we could do odd numbers. Sometimes odd numbers work, 33, 37, because people don't carry that much, so you're more likely to receive a tip. Okay, so we was thinking about that. And then Neek was like, you know what, hold on, let me actually figure out what the average haircut price in Omaha is. So she's literally just calling shops. We in the shop chilling, she's calling. She getting 35, she getting 50. I think she got 60, 65 a couple times. I'm like, okay. So what we're hearing is the average is between that 40, 50 mark. And I'm like, with everything that we do and how much work we put in and the quality of our materials, our clippers. And then we hear so much from the Omaha barber world, like every barber does not use a razor. We use a razor every single time, guaranteed. That is just standard. I didn't know that. We also have the feature now where we use a hot steam towel. If you want a hot steam towel, it comes with your cut automatically. You don't have to pay extra for that. It's a part of the service. We got water bottles. Sometimes we have snacks. Sometimes, it's just, I feel like when we did go up, we all agreed as a shop that, okay, if we're going to go up and we're going to be above average, then what? Our haircuts, quality, and our services need to be above average.
Absolutely.
So we also prioritize being on time. We prioritize appointment only. We do walk-ins occasionally, but we make sure that if we're there on time, you're there on time. Vice versa. If my client is late, if you don't communicate with me, that appointment's probably canceled. I'm sorry. And there's a no-show fee. But on the back end, if I'm running on an irresponsible type of time and I'm more than 10 minutes late, when you still got your appointment, you're getting a discount on your haircut.
I like that.
So we really sat down and we really talked through the method on how to make sure that we paying what we weigh.
You know what you sound like?
Yeah.
You sound like a psychology major.
And that's, I use that every day.
Literally.
Oh yes, I use that
Right.
absolutely
Right.
every day. I use that.
So
That
it's
does not.
experience.
Yes, absolutely. It's
Yeah.
mathematics and
It's not a
psychology
haircut.
behind business.
And
100%.
people will
It's
pay
an
for
experience.
experience.
Yes,
People pay for
yes,
experience
yes. And they coming in there. Once I say psychology background, I have clients who come in there like, well, for this hour, I'm gonna need therapy too.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what my kid did, what my man did, what my woman did. Like, we are
It
therapists.
sounds like to me you set boundaries for you and your customers, which is hard.
Absolutely.
To do. Like I said, that's something the psychology major would say. You set boundaries, and also you realize, hey, if we're gonna go up in price, we got to make sure we have a great service. We got to offer something more than just a haircut, which is like you said, water, snacks. That alone, I'll pay the $5.
Yeah,
I
come
hate to pay the
on.
$5.
Pay for the experience.
Yes, come
Yes,
through,
there you go.
get the vibes. It's always clean.
Y'all
I mean,
y'all
it's
having an event soon, right?
How y'all gonna
Yes,
show
yes,
for
we
lunch
do.
when
Yes, we
you
do.
Oh, my bad, my
And then
bad.
how
He
the
felt
time
left
went
out.
out.
He felt left out. He felt left
No,
out.
she got a picture. I actually got a picture of the event that y'all got coming up. This is
Okay.
the picture right here, right?
Yes, yes, yes. So we have an event coming up May 20th. Now, it's been a little misunderstanding with that too. And people don't really read flyers or information packets or contracts. But that is a flyer that's advertising to cosmetologists and licensed barbers only. Now, why cosmetologists are prioritized to take this class is because it's CE hours, which is continued education.
Oh, yeah.
So for their license, they're required to have 8 hours of that by December of this year. So we tailored it to, okay, it's a time frame thing. We got our CE hours approved for teaching. So we're prioritizing them first. Eventually, I'm going to go where I'm offering classes to just adults who are interested in barbering, and then kids who fresh out of high school who's interested in possibly getting to barber school and doing that. But I wanted to start with professionals.
So you like the
You know what I mean?
roses out here.
No, I'm
Man. Hey, low key,
Yeah.
low key,
I
yeah.
like
Yeah.
that because not only are you providing the services, but now you're teaching it.
Yes.
You're educating the people on.
Yes.
I like that.
Absolutely. Thank
Like-
you. Thank you.
And you get college continued education.
Yes,
I
you
like
get
that.
credits, you get a certificate. I'm connected to also Brooke Boston. Shout out to her. That's the
Oh, yeah.
black-owned
Oh, okay.
cosmetology
Yeah,
school.
okay.
So I'm just trying to make sure I'm putting crossing my T's, dotting my I's, and doing it right. But May 20th at 4 p.m. is when we're going to start opening the doors. It's going to be at the shop. It's going to start at 4:30, but it is prepaid tickets in advance.
Okay.
So you got to already have your tickets paid for. It's not a pop shop thing.
Okay. We got a question for you. How you say his name? Mr. Sanchez, he said, how much and how long does it take to get a barber license?
Okay, so right now, when I was in school, I was one of the last classes that required 2,100 hours, which was approximately around 13, 14 months. Right now, they dropped it down to state of Nebraska. It's now 1,800 hours. So you can get that done in 10 to 12 months, just depending on your attendance and your hours and which school you decide to go to. He said how long and how much?
How long and how much?
How much? About 20 grand.
To
20
get a
grand.
license?
Yes. Now, that is something you can get through financial aid, or you can go get loans, or schools. A lot of times schools in Nebraska, a lot of them do have funding options. So that helps a lot.
I think I'm going to barber school.
All right.
Yeah.
Come on with it.
Yeah, I've been wanting
Come
to.
on.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, if I get it done in a year, y'all
Yeah.
heard it here first.
Yeah, we heard it here first. All right.
Hold on,
I'm going to hold
I
it.
go.
let's go together.
Come on. Come on.
practice on
Come
y'all.
on.
Man, listen.
I ran out of
How about I
financial
practice?
ways.
I've always
Yeah.
been good with my hands, so I'm just being honest. I've always been good
Yeah.
with my hands. I used to cut.
You got
long
attention
hair.
to
I used cut
detail?
my son hair. I was lazy with the school situation.
Now let me say this to answer his question still too. With the school, the hours are based literally minute by minute, so it is full time. So when I went to school, I had to be there Tuesday through every other Saturday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and every other Saturday.
So basically
from
8 hours a day?
Yes, to about 5, sometimes 8 to 6 or 8 to 7, depending on your hours, or if you stand for extra hours. So I was working overnight at a homeless shelter in Lincoln to survive while I was in barber school. Also, one of the toughest situations, but I've always been one that could work and go to school at the same time. But working them overnights, getting off about 3 a.m., getting back up at 6, going back to school, it was a lot. But yeah,
School
keep that in
wasn't
mind. And I went to Lincoln too, so I
School
moved to
wasn't
Lincoln.
just like a job though, to where it was for 8 hours you just getting grilled. I'm sure y'all had like downtime.
Oh yeah, we had class time. I mean, like they separate everything in sessions. So everything is like 6 to 8 week sessions. First is the orientation. You sit down, you learn the books. Second session, you learn a little more books. You get your hands a little busy. Third session, you learn like nails, women's hair, textures, cultures. Then you get into actually cutting the end. So they don't give you clippers and be like, all right, we cutting now. No, they teach you how to braid. They teach you how to twist. Teach you how to do
I'm
roller
going to
sets,
school,
perms,
man.
relaxers.
I'm
Like,
going to
and that's
school.
in barber school.
I've always wanted
Barber
to
school.
Listen,
Mhm.
Yeah,
Barber school.
yeah, we can do everything that a
Have
licensed
you ever
cosmetologist
cut a
can.
head?
Yep.
Yes.
We just.
Did you hear
wanna
that?
no, he's talking to me.
Did you hear what she just
We
said?
can do everything a licensed cosmetologist can. They teach us everything they teach
Like
them.
nails and all that.
Yes, nails, manicure, pedicure, color, perms, relaxers, curling. We got the hot tools. We learn it all. But you choose what your focus is.
That's why it's
And you
20.
stick to it. That's why it's 20 grand.
But that's not, is that 20 grand for
Everything.
the license? Yeah.
Yes. And it comes
But
with products.
with school, you paying like that.
Oh yeah.
a year,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
So, and you still,
Yes.
you know, so, but even though you can go to school, you get all this training and all this education, how did you take what you learned and really implemented it into your life? Like,
I think I got tired. I think I really got tired of not knowing exactly what I wanted to do. Because right before and I think that's where I recognize you too. I started the Master Social Work program at UNO, and I came to the Black Studies office, and I was like, I don't know if this is what I want to do, y'all. It's just too much. I just got done with bachelor's, and I talked to my mom, and everybody was like, you can do it if you really want to, and I don't know. I mean, not to be too deep religious and spiritual, but I feel like God really came to me like, this is what you need to do. You need to go get into hair, because throughout my bachelor's, people were still hitting me up. I had not been cutting for about 2-3 years. People were still texting me, calling me, hey, cuz, hey, can you cut my hair? Nobody cut like you. Nobody doing like you. I just want you to cut my... And it just kept coming. It was literally like, it chased me. So I got to a point where I was like, I'm really tired of not knowing if psychology is what I want to follow through. And let me just do where I feel like my passion is. When I'm doing and cutting hair, I don't feel like I'm working. And I never did. So yeah, I'm like, this is the move.
Y'all ready?
Well, we got one question. What is the percentage of cash versus card of income about can be made
With barbering.
with barbering?
I feel like a lot of people still pay cash. So honestly, I would probably say maybe 50-50. The reason why we accept so many forms of payment is to get away from having so much cash. So when people come in with cash, if they got a service like lock, retwist, wash style, I mean, your total is like 100 or something. If I'm like, listen, I don't want to have this weekend, I ain't trying to have all the cash on me. Let's do Cash App. Let's do Venmo. Let's do PayPal. Let's do something else. Or let's do Apple Pay. Apple Pay works. We try all different forms because people still try to pay cash. And I don't like having it on me. But I think in general, with our career field, it's still kind of 50-50 with the, because credit cards charge. So, yeah.
Y'all ready to get to the show?
Let's do it.
All right, so it's topic time. It's time to
Let's
get to
do
these
it.
topics. Welcome to the show. You are officially part of the Smartest Dumb People family. We're about to get in
Thank
here.
you. I appreciate
First
it.
topic. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, you do. I make those too.
You do?
Yes, sir.
We make those too.
Come on.
Hey,
Come on. We do that too. Yeah.
Let's get to it, man. So first topic. So they said the NFL draft, black women was in an uproar about how many players that was being drafted was standing next to white women. It's gonna get uncomfortable.
I seen
for
Hispanics in there.
not black women. It was just black men with not black women.
Hispanics.
It's gonna get uncomfortable.
The
This
Hispanics
conversation.
want-
Let's watch the clip. We'll be right back with y'all.
I'll face some backlash for saying this, but y'all want to know the real reason why y'all only see NFL players with white girls? It's because they're corny. Like that's the tea. They're lame. I'm not gonna hold you. They're lames with money. I'm not gonna sit right here and say all and every, but a lot. And this is coming from somebody that has talked to NFL players daily.
I can't be the only one who noticed that every single time the NFL draft come around, it's always a white girl sitting beside them, the black boy, the black man on the couch. Every single time. It's always a white girl. Why is it always a white girl? Why they never no black girl next to the black boy? I mean, I'm not racist or nothing, but they don't find that suspicious.
Draft day caused a complete uproar. The red pill the red pill community through relationship talk.
So everybody is talking about.
So I know y'all mad about the NFL draft picks. I already saw it all online. Y'all acting a fool. But let me share something with y'all real quick. So 80% of the women who are with our brothers, right? 80% in the draft picks, right? They all snow bunnies. But let me share something with y'all. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. These are the type of women who said, I will take you and build with you. But my sisters, y'all don't want to build with nobody. Y'all want to wait till they get to the finish line. But these are the women who said, I want to build with you. I want to be there with you when we in middle school, when we in high school, and you still trying to pursue your dreams. I want to be with you when we eating oodles and noodles and hot dogs together, okay? Until you get it together. I want to be with you when your sneakers are ran down. I want to be with you when you ain't got much. I want to be with you when we only got $2 for ice cream. I want to be with you when we only got enough for McDonald's. But my sisters, y'all want to wait till you get to the finish line. So none of y'all can get up here and get mad with these young women because they were there. Shout out to Dr. Omar because he always calling our brothers dusty.
All right, so we have that's the clip. All right, it gets a little deep, and normally we let the guests start off. I want you to digest some of these opinions, and then let you get yours.
Absolutely.
Cole, what do you think about that?
You know, I don't know if I really have one. I'm at a point like, whoever you want to date, you date. If that's who you want around, then whatever.
You don't feel some type of way when you see a bunch of brothers. I'm talking about multiple, not just 2 or 3. We talking about a plethora. We talking about 30 men sitting next to, like you said, a Hispanic woman, a white woman. But listen, I can't be racist or biased. I'm getting married to a white woman. Okay, but I try to tell people all the time, I really fell in love with her because of how she stuck around and she was helping me build, and it was a different vibe than what we doing. It was a different vibe, and this is not an attack on my people.
See, but then even with that situation, then we got to take color out of it.
I think that it's about women though,
because it's about who's there to help you or who's there, when you, like she said, oodles and noodles, when you at that point, so with your scenario, take the color out of it. She's just a woman that's there to.
No, she white. She white. She white. She is white as snow for real.
Your old lady?
Yeah, she white.
Yeah, she's super white.
Yeah. Don't you ever, man. But I will say this.
He had a
One thing that offended me is she said the dudes that date white women are corny, and I'm gonna just be honest. I'm one of the coolest niggas on the planet, and like I said, I had a preference at one point in time, which was my people, black women. But when I fell in love with a white woman, I couldn't help who I fell in love with. Yeah. So that's when I let my guard down. I was like, all right, I love this white woman, and that's how it happened. So it does happen that way. But I'm saying originally, of course, I wanted to be with my own kind or my own people because I related to them better. Mm-hmm. But when I fell in love, I couldn't help who I fell in love with, and that's what made me feel like it's authentic love. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to find that. Go ahead, LB.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I got 1.5 points. It's about your social dynamic. That's just period. Whatever social realm that they are in, that's what they're gonna hunt in. Mm-hmm. And so, when you have successful black men, they mingle amongst successful people. Now, is it their fault that it's not that? It's
not an attack.
Whoa. Let me back up. It's not their fault that the social realm that they operate in is not that many black women to mingle with.
So truth to that.
And so, if them black women is there mingling in that environment, not only will they have the black men, they would have the white men.
I can see
you
that.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them same Caucasian men will go to Skid Row.
Yeah.
To find them a black woman. So, what we are seeing is a social
connection in the environment that I get. You're basically saying it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And what's around you.
And your exposure.
Can you blink? I wouldn't give a heck what environment I'm in. I'm eating. As a man, who's here, I'm eating.
What's your opinion, Shannon? I gotta get you.
Okay, so it's a lot of moving parts. You know what I mean? I have a lot of clients who I talk to. Like I was telling y'all earlier, I be in therapy mode, so I really be listening to these men, especially my black men, because a lot of them not only need to talk to somebody, but sometimes it is detrimental to who they might harm when they leave the barbershop. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we are in a very, very important spot of the community when it comes to a lot of our black men. So, of course, that question has come up a million times. And what I have gotten to down to the nitty gritty, not aiming at successful men in particular, but just black men who date white women in general. A couple of the moving parts definitely are, like you said, exposure, who you're around. Who's around you? Where are you hunting at? What are you attracted to in that moment? Because you're constantly exposure will become attraction. The more you're around a person who is cool, the more you'll be like, wait a minute, I'm kind of vibe. Like you said, and by the way, congratulations, you're about to get married. But like you said, you were after a while, you like, I'm about to drop my guard. I think I really love this woman. Like it's not about color. Now that's when, like you said, it's genuine. Now I feel like where there is and this is not an attack. This is just from my clients and what I have heard come out their own mouths. When it comes down to what's easy. And accessible. The white women versus the black women. A black woman is a lot more harder to be with. You know why? Because she's holding you accountable. Because she's challenging you. Because she's not about to sit up here and take everything that you're putting on the table. She's going to correct you. And she might talk to you like she's your mama sometimes. She might come off as being a little disrespectful sometimes. Because she's coming from a place where, as we women go through our own traumas, our own pains, our own hurts. So of course that comes out in a relationship. And when you're deep in a relationship with somebody, you don't only marry them, you marry their family, their trauma, their experiences. So if you're married or you're dealing with a white woman, and not your situation, but in a situation where you're thinking it's easier because her family might be coming from money. Because her family might be providing all these things that have nothing to do with the black struggle. Because you have access to different communities, different cultures, different events. You like, oh my God, wait a minute, I done got here and he done paid for everybody's lunch.
My girl broke.
He done bought everybody. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
And it's experience.
That part, it's their experience. And then sometimes those black men are not intentionally aiming. Like I said, there's moving parts.
I like what Leland
There's
said.
moving parts.
Can I interlude something?
There's moving parts.
But there are some, because I got some white girls that will check them. This is not me attacking. This is not me attacking one hole. This is just what I'm learning.
There is no nag like a woman nag. I wouldn't care what race, what color, what color, what. It's all the same nag. You know what I'm saying?
A nag is a nag, yeah.
A nag is a nag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's the same way with the whole generational curse. You're putting kids out at 18 and I ain't going for that. A nag is a nag.
Yeah.
You want to get from under a nag, it doesn't matter. The divorce rate with white women is just the same as black women.
Absolutely. Just like
the same as Hispanic
just
women.
The same as food stamps,
Now,
ADC,
so,
benefits. I'm
going to say something real quick.
And then I'm going to finish because I'm done. But go ahead.
Now, is there a difference? It definitely is. With the intermingling between women from different races, white women, black women. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely a different thing. But those same white women will begin to flip once they intermingle with the ultimate player. The black man is the most sought after man sexually on earth. Period. Period.
Yeah.
Now, there's one other thing. We might not be the most sought after man because financial
hardship,
gain, and financial is the most attractive thing. But sexually,
all right, Liz.
Black men. So I'm just saying that to say that the same they gonna flip because they used to seeing paint dry on the wall and then they run into the ultimate player. And then and with men with multiple options that hurt people's feelings.
Yeah.
Man, all right. I didn't expect you to.
I was just 2 minutes. I was just saying, this is what everything that I'm sharing on this specific topic because I'm not neither one of those. I'm not the black man. I'm not the white woman. I'm not in that specific situation, so I can't speak from experience. But from my clients, like you were saying, there are also white women who definitely will check their man, whether they're black, Hispanic, or whatever. And there's no separation in what's genuine and what's not. But what I was saying, like what you said, your genuine point, and then the ones that I've heard from come out their own mouth, sit in my chair. More than 10 black men who I know have told me outright, and I'm gonna just be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's just easier for me
Yeah.
to deal with this woman than it has been for me to deal with my sisters. And I've dated them all throughout high school and early childhood, and they end up with a white woman, married to a white woman with white kids, and they're like, it's just easier for me.
It's the
Yeah, and then
Yeah, that's where I'm coming from. I'm like, yeah,
you can't
I've
argue
heard
with the
that.
I can't
numbers.
argue with it.
I've
Yeah,
heard that too. Just even being in the athletic world, you hear that a lot too. And then you also hear how some of them are literally groomed to prey on.
I think some of them really soft. Listen,
yeah. Like, go get you
I'm gonna
one
be
of
honest
them.
with you. I think you soft as shit if you leave a culture because you can't tolerate the way you talk to. Listen, I'm being, like I said, I'm attracted to all women. Race. I'm attracted to. Time out. I'm attracted to all
It
women.
doesn't matter what it is.
Listen,
Rough talk, it doesn't matter.
I like.
And so, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you wrong as fuck.
I'm
Like
sorry.
the host talk.
I'm
I like
I'm sorry.
Beyonce's, and I like that country singer with the big booty. I love all women, but I did not separate myself and marry or get engaged to a white woman because what she let me get away with. I just fell in love with somebody. So when I hear somebody say it's just easier, to me that is a fucking cop out, and it's wrong, and it's not fair to black women because black women really are the strongest fucking human beings on the planet.
Amen.
They went through the most. They went through slavery, being raped and murdered and all of these things. We have to protect our people.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm protecting my black daughter. Yes, I want my black daughter to go find her a strong black man. She's with a Mexican kid. If they wind up being together forever, I don't care. As long as she's happy. My protection is for her happiness and her what she want to do with her life. It's not about race, but I just hate that. I know cats like that went to Northwest and all of these things.
Can I say one more
Yes,
thing,
sir.
please?
Yes, sir.
Please.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There's a big difference when you is lusted after.
Your
There's a
pauses
big
too long.
difference.
Your pauses are a little
And
too
so,
long. Come on,
and so this lust runs so deep. It's a difference
we gotta come.
when you have women that, for absolutely no reason in the world, but seeing another image of another guy, and you resemble that image, and they lust for you.
Yeah. To
It's
your
a
point.
big difference.
To your point, Leland, we got somebody that said, yeah, I had a white mentor who told me that white women are told to go to college and trap an athlete and be set. I've
That's
actually
what
I've had athletes tell me that.
Look, I wish I would have did that.
you would have trapped you one.
No. I would have trapped her. If I wanted kids to be athletes, I should have actively sought an athletic woman.
That's that kind.
like Nicole.
And so it doesn't matter.
But that wasn't race.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter the race.
Yeah.
And so I should have actively, but the woman who I'm with, we've been together 30 years.
Amen.
Look at the smile
Love
on
her
his
to
face.
death.
Right.
Shout out to Shannon.
Love her to death.
Shout out to Shannon.
But if you understand the dynamics, then what's wrong with that?
Yeah. I get
Why
what you're
not
saying.
go seek what you looking for? Because you got
Yeah.
a lot of men that want their kids into sports and the woman don't understand the grind. And they will say, forget that. I'm not
But
doing
does-
Saturdays
does-
and Sundays.
Does status ever come into play? Like, do you ever have black men who date white women or
Because they
because
love
of
them.
status?
Because they love them. It's the
Like
same
financial?
lust.
Like just status because they feel like
Let me be
No,
in the in
heck
crowd,
no.
like let me in.
I think
We've
so.
seen
Because
them.
of
Hold on.
status.
I'm pretty sure that you have heard that all they are also sexually easy.
Well, we know sex.
Not
is,
only
we know.
financially, not only acceptable.
People are easy
not
sexually
only
Sex is,
nowadays.
yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
There's a whole song that say, "Give me that Becky,"
We know that.
and nobody said no. Hey, this is the most racist stuff in the world. He's
you-
naming the song as the white woman.
That's like a white man saying, "Give me that Keisha."
Yeah. Give me that.
We be singing it.
Yeah. It plays
Wendy
in the
got a
club,
comment.
and nobody
Wendy
opposed
said-
to a song about white women giving fellatio.
We gonna get to Wendy comment. Wendy said, when black men deal with white women, the white woman is in the driver's seat the whole time. When the white woman done with him, she gets to the courts involved and ruins him. Oh wow!
Julie, listen to that.
Listen to OJ.
Okay, and then we got a little something going on over here.
Come on, look.
Augustine said, "Wendy, I've had kids with black men and got me all in the courts and in jails and ruined me."
She ain't lying.
So that ain't always true at that.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
It goes every which way.
I want to get one more topic in, bro, because Cole got a hair appointment. You know, people got things to do. Let's get this last topic in. So there was a video that surfaced of Dr. Phil talking about the economy, how people that get assistance and government help is actually doing just as good as middle-class citizens these days. Let's watch the clip, and we'll be right back.
What's going on? It's shocking. They talk about the fact that the big problem in America is income inequality. And my position is the big problem in this country is income equality, not inequality, and I'll tell you why. I've broken this up into the bottom 20% of income earners, the second 20% of income earners, and the next 20% of income earners. And what you're going to notice is in the bottom 20%, these people, only about 33% of them work at all. And as a result, they make about $7,500 a year. On average, that's what they earn. The next 20%, 85% of them are employed full-time, and they earn about $31,000 a year, okay? Where these people earn about $7,500. But when the government gets through with the entitlement programs, look at the difference. Wow. $1,000
gets through with the entitlement program. We're not gonna have that conversation. I just randomly realized that ain't something I want to talk about without my co-host here, Coley Cole, because she knows about the economy and she's into financial things like that. So let's finish this.
You want to just move that into like being an entrepreneur then?
No, I was gonna go to
just
Cole.
skip it?
I was gonna go to Cole and Drake before we get up out of here. We didn't even get to discuss Cole and Drake.
Well, the thing
I still got time, y'all.
Hold on.
He turned into Larry Fishburne over here. He's about to hit us with some boys in the hood.
Time out. It goes back to the prices.
He's still gonna have the conversation.
You know what I'm saying? It goes back. Just to touch on it real quick because you played the thing, and so they flip it, try to make it seem like the non-working is better off than the working. You know what I'm saying? But those individuals, they sell their food stamps just to make it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They don't even have, they rent may be paid for, but they lights, gas, bills, commuting through the world. And so it's not the same.
He said they save money by not having to get pay for clothes to work. They save money by not having to commute because they ain't got a job and they just sitting at home. Yeah, I get what you said. I get what you said 100%. Now that you put it in those terms, because you just broke it down in layman's terms, we're talking about a psychology doctor. So when he's breaking it down from a financial standpoint, but you're breaking it down from
what I
heart of the hood.
On the field.
Yeah, on the field. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You put your Larry Fishburne glasses back on. That was kind of cool, man. When you got something intelligent to say, you gonna do that. I want to talk about this. I want to end on this though, y'all.
Oh my God.
JR, shout out to JR for being in the comments. He probably ain't gonna want to hear this conversation.
Shout out my sis Naba too. I seen her down there.
Who's sis?
My sis Naba. I seen her tapped in.
Shout out to sis.
Shout out.
I just want to ask y'all, who y'all think won that Drake and Kendrick battle?
I'm gonna let y'all go first.
Okay. So
can I play old boy Joe? What's the cat from
Joe
Rap
Burton?
City? No, old boy from Rap City, Joe Claire. He came out with a video and he said, y'all really got rap beef and songs like this. Let's watch the clip.
Now he's a comedian. Now we got.
Did I hear somebody just say you a dog and you know it? You just play sweet in a rap battle, man. Come on, man. God. Did I hear somebody just say you a dog and you know it? You just play sweet in a rap battle, man. Come on, man. God. Come on, man. Y'all tell me y'all playing, man. Tell me this is not for real. This guy be y'all setting me up.
Hilarious.
All right, so that's a clip.
That's
and I will say this. I was like, why am I the only one that feel like Drake is on like some weird shit? Like he's rapping like bubblegum rap, almost like Disney. And that now if he was going against Britney Spears or somebody like that, I can understand. You are talking about a dude from Compton that is a real hip hop head, that is a real lyricist.
Right.
And his song was so much different than Drake's. I was like, dog, there's no comparison. Kendrick won in the landslide.
Well, the culture won.
The culture won.
Because we ain't seen this type of music dropping back to back, back to back. You almost have to ask, is this real?
Facts.
Is
Facts.
this staged?
Is they about to drop an album together, or what we doing?
Is y'all playing the game? That's how back to back this stuff is.
Maybe they just really hated each other.
But they are also talking real stuff. Some of this stuff isn't fluff. They are name dropping.
Yeah.
When Drake says that baby ain't yours and this day freeze, that's an actual person.
That was supposedly sleeping with his wife, wasn't he?
Yeah, this ain't all of the songs.
This ain't fluff.
Most of them, I think.
And so when he's saying you really a dog, he's been accused of pedophilia. You know what I'm saying? You got people being accused.
I don't think it's staged. I don't think
you got people being accused of the most vile things. And so when he say that you're a dog and you just play that sweet, it just ain't. No. They getting personal. This stuff is real.
It's real.
And so,
but I think he barked up the wrong tree. More of the story is to me.
Who Drake?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Please.
See, because everybody don't understand. Drake puts out catchy songs. Let's be honest. This is where Kendrick won the battle for real. This is where Kendrick won the battle for me.
Nobody loves the winner.
2 songs in a row that wasn't that catchy, but lyrically it was sweet, and he did his thing. Then I said Drake is winning because he got a bop. Because you a dog and you know it, you just play sweet. It's a bop, right? You can play it at the club. Then Kendrick dropped Not Like Us. That's where Kendrick won. Is he put out a club album that was still dissing Drake from a standpoint of you can listen to in clubs and bop to in the car. That's how Kendrick won for me.
The #1 album in the world right now is First Person Shooter. The hardest. It was so hard that they just started playing Drake verse. And they took out the whole J. Cole.
Man, you still saying that same debate,
But
man.
hold on. That's a diss song. That was the first shot. J. Cole and Drake was sitting up talking about just me and you. There's nobody else. Is it K. Dot or us? He throwing shots. He saying I'm the first one song from Michael Jackson Beat It, which is why when J. Cole dropped that with Future and them, he said Prince lived Kendrick. I'm sorry. Fire. He talking about First Person Shooter.
Yeah. I mean,
is that song what this song that Kendrick dropped that's harder than First Person Shooter?
Every single one he dropped.
Thank you.
Every single one.
Let me just say this to y'all and to the people. Kendrick slaughtered Drake.
Thank you.
Okay.
When you read that man's lyrics, and shout out to Javon because he got us in the shop like focused. He got us doing our research. He got us reading. We're watching because he dived way deep into it and he's breaking down. He was breaking down bars and lines to me. Pulled it up on the TV. I'm sitting there on my little break reading and watching. I'm like, Kendrick. Like you said when you first started, the culture won, and the culture is behind Kendrick. When it comes to hip hop, there we go. Now, wait.
Like winners.
Now wait. Drake dropped a cute little bop. Drake know how to get the beat going. I'm not gonna lie, when I heard Drake's, I was like, okay, this got a bang to it. I could play this in a car. Yeah. But when it came to the purpose of a hip hop beef and a diss, Kendrick slaughtered that man. He did. Kendrick ended that man. Ended that man.
The culture don't like winners.
That's why they wasn't messing with Kendrick at first, because they said he was too poetic.
And so now I'm not gonna say I can't.
Now Drake is the winner when it comes to publicity and fans and followers because he is Drake.
Now,
because he has that following, he has that fan base. I'm not taking that from him.
Kendrick got people looking at Drake different now, though.
As he should. Okay. Yes, he does. Now, yes, he does.
Right.
Because pedophilia, you can't just ease over that.
Drake said that in the next song now, he said that he leaked that information.
I seen that too.
He
said about the daughter though. That was about the daughter.
He's saying that this is some mold stuff.
Drake sounds so zesty.
Yes, he does.
Time out.
Yes, he does. No, you're okay. You're okay.
But hold on. So Kendrick did the same thing. He made them songs.
He should have been rapping against Saucy Santana. Is what I'm saying. Not a hip hop head.
He knew Drake was going to respond. It almost seemed choreographed.
I think it was.
It was calculated.
It was calculated.
The names, how they.
It was calculated.
Grams and family matter and this.
And bouncing off each other,
It's almost.
But you know, let me tell you something.
It's entertaining. It's entertaining.
I try to explain this to everybody on the show. Kendrick Lamar is a real deep artist.
Yes.
And he
is a poet. That man is a poet.
Yes.
That man is a poet.
He was 10 steps ahead of Drake.
But he had 30 songs on the top 100.
Listen, he had to meet the grams.
Because he ain't in it for the money. His passion is hip hop.
Thank you.
Drake's passion started in Degrassi in the wheelchair.
Yeah, right.
Drake's passion started. Don't get me. And let me not. I'm not going to completely get rid of Drake because I'm a Drake fan. You know what I mean? I rocks with Drake music. But when it comes to categories and the culture. If we was all at a barbecue and Kendrick pulled up and Drake pulled up, Kendrick gonna be the one on the grill with us.
I agree.
Drake probably. It's not.
Well, you
it's
can
not,
tell she owned the barbershop.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. I don't disagree with that. But
tell you guys.
Hold on.
Come on, man.
The question is,
that was the bar right there. Bars. She just hit you with a bar.
Drake is the best entertainer. In the world right
lost his
now.
battle, Leela. That's okay.
Entertainer.
Leela, put your Fishburne glasses on real quick. I might be able to understand you better. Hey guys. Now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends and occasions. Look, this is the smartest dumb people. Shannon Jackson, I appreciate you for coming through, Queen.
Thank y'all for having me. My brother. Appreciate it. It's been a time. It has been a time.
Give them your handles and how they can find you.
All right, Beth. So how you can find me? My Facebook is Shannon Boo Jackson. My Facebook is kind of more personal, mixed with business. Strictly business. You want to follow my business page. Handle on Facebook is Heavi Hitters. Handle on Instagram is shan.thebarber with 2 R's. And on TikTok, it's under Heavi Hitters. So as long as you searching in the search bar Shannon Jackson of Omaha or Heavi Hitters of Omaha, you will find us. Come see us.
This is the smartest dumb people. Anthony That Dude Johnson, Shannon, LB the Great. Y'all have a great night.
Have a good night.
Hey, yo, what's up? Have you seen the Smartest Dumb People podcast?
Yo, are you dumb?
I'm getting smarter just thinking about it. Politics, sports, your mama, whatever. The Smartest Dumb People podcast cover everything. With Anthony That Dude Johnson and special guests, you're about to learn everything you need to know about everything you need to know. Man, I even had to buy a new pair.